Testing.
Testicles.
1, 2, 3.
Testicles. Testicles 1, 2, 3. We are live. Episode 31. With Lex
Is it
and
31?
Mr. Lewis.
Is it
Yeah,
30?
remember it was 30 last week.
Was that
We
30?
were like the big 3-0, because I thought we were 29.
Alright.
But we were older than we knew.
Yeah. As if.
I know. Get your microphone close to your face.
Ew.
Put it in your face.
In the face.
Look how I am. Look how close mine is to my face and mouth. And look where yours is. Yours is talking to your chin. You long-bodied weirdo. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. I think that's about right.
Yeah, yours is considerably higher than mine. Look, if you look on... Oh, you can't see it. But yeah, look.
Yeah. Why is my torso so long?
I don't know how your torso is so long. And hairless.
Mm.
Designed for swimming, like a dolphin. If your feet were massive...
They are.
You're clearly designed to be in the water.
No, they do have long torsos, but they're tall as well, aren't they? They're all swimmers alike.
Do you have a massive oil-filled gallbladder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So you're a whale.
I am. You caught me. You caught me.
Ah, lovely. It's another week in the books, pretty much. How's your week been?
It's been all right. You know, after last week, I had a lot of people messaging me, like probably the most, actually almost definitely the most amount of messages I've received after doing a podcast.
Yeah. I got tons.
Yeah.
Not about me, just to say thanks to you.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
yeah, just people saying, like everything we got was just people saying thank you. Some other people told me about some stuff that had happened to them recently as well. And like other people were saying before, it's like it's a bit funny that people are like, oh, it makes them knowing somebody else feels shit makes them feel a little bit less shit. But it is, it sounds bad, but it is good, isn't it, in a way? Because
it's more because you offered a reprieve from the shitness, though.
Yeah,
it was like, I felt shit. Here's how I'm going to fix it. And next week, hopefully I'll come on and say it helped, and did it?
It did help. Yeah, it's not as good as I'd have liked.
But yours is a repeating issue, isn't it? Because it's going to keep repeating.
Yeah,
until it's gone to its final resting place. As such.
Yeah. So like, it's it's been all right, and there's been other distractions. I went away for a few days, which was quite nice. But then also some of the habits that I'd like to form weren't able to be formed because I was in a completely different environment. Went off and did some other things, which was nice.
What did you manage to get in?
So started.
What did you say last week? What was the ones you set you with goals? What were they again?
So it was going to be trying to get back into the consistent routine with ticking things off of my list. The things that kind of I know make me more productive, like consistent training, which did get interrupted because of obviously travelling away, making sure I'm taking my supplements, which again got a little bit interrupted. And meditation was one, which again interrupted. So I got.
Did you get bits in?
Yeah, I got bits in, which was better than what I was doing before. And again,
beating yourself up was one. For not accomplishing a goal in a set. Like unrealistic time. Yeah,
and that was also it. Like the fact that I said that I was going to do all these things, that I was going to attempt to do all these things, and then being away for a few days interrupted. I didn't get annoyed that I didn't do it because I was just like, that's cool. I'm away. Yeah, I'm getting some nice time to relax, which although that wasn't the initial plan, something else, and I can still do that. So just not beating myself up. So I feel.
So in essence, you implemented the most important one,
which
was to stop beating yourself up.
Yeah, I think that is it. And also, it's a weird one because like when you set goals and you want to achieve them, and like whether that be to actually make yourself feel better, you have to you have to try to move toward them because obviously there's no point doing it.
Yeah.
But then if you realise that you're not going to achieve them, or if something comes up and stops you achieving them anyway, being able to... The thing that I'm struggling with is finding that balance where you're like, if there was no consequences for never achieving anything that you say you're going to do, then you just never do anything.
Yeah.
But then also there's to the extreme of like where it's actually detrimental and you beat yourself up over not doing something that you said you were going to
punish yourself excessively for something essentially you should be getting back on with.
Yeah, and I suppose it's finding that sweet spot in the middle where there's saying, okay, I should have probably done this, but I've not. But
you're registering you've not done it, and then you're going to be proactive in getting it done. Again, that's the thing, is not to just not get it done and go, well, that's not possible, and then giving up. That's the thing. On a smaller scale, same thing happened to me today. We went to film It's like work, content stuff for the YouTube. This is we were filming. We had to do some retakes of some of the heavy week stuff just to make it for the workout. So I had to go and lift some heavy stuff, even though I wasn't supposed to be lifting heavy stuff, and then go do another full workout on top. So that was the plan. And we got there, forgot to pack fucking memory cards.
Bro.
Now, everything else without the memory cards is redundant. And it's a special type of like memory card. You need a certain speed because the camera writes at a certain pace. You don't have it, it literally won't film on them. So could have lost the plot, thrown a wobbler, because even though I should have kind of monitored that it was being done, it wasn't actually my responsibility of bringing the kit.
Yeah.
So I could have got super mad at somebody else. Didn't. I was just like, made a point that this can't happen again.
Yeah.
Because now was a problem. Because I had to get back to record the podcast as well.
Of course.
So it wasn't even an option of driving all the way back to get someone to come back.
Yeah, there was not enough time. Well, it's late enough as it is anyway. What
not
time
enough
is it now? Like,
so I was just like, I have this thing now when shit goes wrong.
20 past 10 now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shit. Time's disappearing this year, dude. But I have this thing anyway. I just think, well, everything for a reason. And I really just started thinking this, everything for a reason. And so went to Asda's, bruv. Yeah, went to Asda's, got myself a memory card in it, bro. So I needed a new memory card for my GoPro because they only take certain memory cards because GoPro suck. And so I actually ended up buying a card that's compatible with the GoPro that would also run with an adapter that would then run in the main camera. So now I've bought something I probably should have bought anyway and needed. And also, because we were running a little bit late, we ended up meeting some people in the gym that may have led into an inroad of being able to film some more Worst Pain series of massage in the UK. Yeah. And then, as a result of all of that, we actually managed to get some better footage because of just the way the gym cleared out a little bit and music got turned down and stuff. We're actually able to film better.
Oh, right, because you missed that kind of peak time.
That. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So it was one of those where I could have got really mad. Just thought, okay, well, make a note, fix this problem, make sure it doesn't reoccur to make you angry. 2, resolve it. So I did that. And then look what came out of it.
Yeah.
More pros than the one big con.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it's one of those things. But the everything for a reason mentality for me is a big one at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good one to adopt, isn't it?
That was really my point, sorry, before I forget, because my brain's a bit woofed. Long week. You said about if there's no consequence to never completing an action, you'd never do anything.
Yeah.
Mine's the same thing, is to not be too laid back when shit goes wrong. Like, be annoyed it's happened and make it sure it doesn't reoccur.
Yeah.
But also, don't get so angry that you then up wasting more energy and time on something that's already happened and just needs fixing. So it's be annoyed, make a note that doesn't happen again, but then focus on the fix. Yeah,
being able to move on, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main things that meditation can help with, because that's kind of part of it, isn't it? Like with, obviously, the goal is to clear your mind, which is a kind of impossible task. You're chasing after something, and you can get really, really close, and you can do it, but it's like
you can
it's
have
fleeting
moments of absolute nothingness.
Yeah.
I've had those, and they are startling.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? You're always chasing after it, and it's like, and then when an interruption comes, which it will, you go off on a train of thought, or you hear a noise, or something happens.
Yeah.
Being able to be like, okay, that's happened, now go back to where I was.
Back to the present.
Yeah, and I think that's where more of the skill lies with meditation and the practical application to it. Whatever interruptions happen in life, accept it, detach from it, and carry on going.
That's it. Recognize it, log it, move on.
Because realistically,
that's the skill set of it,
Yeah, because realistically, that, like me saying, I'm struggling to find that happy medium, if I was able to do that, I could see something's occurred, be a little bit frustrated by it, then accept the fact that, obviously, assuming it is a situation where nothing can be done now, it's happened.
Yeah.
Move on, carry on with my day in whatever the most productive way might be, or non-productive, depending on what the goal of the day is.
But if you can adapt that mindset for stuff, dude, it relieves so much. I actually carried on afterwards, and when things were resolved, everything was fine. Filmed everything fine, got everything done, and I was in a happy mindset. Now, if I'd have kept being pissed off and let that pissed off transfer into the filming and transfer into that, it would have caused more problems.
Yeah.
It would have spiderwebbed out, rippled, little ripples in the pond style. And I think the meditation side, when you first start it seems ridiculous. Everything you're listening to is telling you to quieten your mind, ignore the sounds. Your brain's like, no, that's a dog, that's wind, that's a car, that's this. And slowly, the more you do it, you do hear them, and then I think Alan Watts says it best. Is he says try to hear the sounds, try not to name the sounds, and then he literally says about a minute later after you tune it, he goes, you'll find it almost impossible to do this because it's your nature to want to name something, and that's fine, but make it fleeting. Name it, move on. Don't focus on it. Let it be named. Let that settle you and get you back into focus.
Yeah,
and that's like
I think it
really helps me.
It is that it's a nearly impossible task what you're trying to do, but in it, accepting the fact that you're not actually aiming for perfection. You're just aiming to like get as close to it as you can.
Yeah, and stuff like at night time, I used to be terrible. Couldn't have any noise. I used to hear the clock when I was younger in my mum's bedroom ticking through the wall into my bedroom. And that would stop me sleeping. Like, that's how bad I would focus on a sound I was hearing.
Yeah.
Now, I sleep with the window fully open. Cars going past no longer agitates me. It's just a nighttime noise. And actually now, I hear the cars at night as a nighttime sound.
Yeah.
So it sets me into nighttime mode. So it's actually almost a Pavlov's dog thing now.
Integrated into your routine.
And then I also have a story being told whilst I'm going to sleep. And it helps. That really helps. If you don't listen to... don't just put music on. You got to have kind of specific tonal music to listen to when you go to sleep. Something that is designed to not draw your attention.
Yeah, like white noise kind of
anything
things.
White noise. But you can go on Spotify and you can search it. It's called search wellness playlist or something. It's something like that. But if you type sleep,
there are just sleep playlists.
There's someone there, and one of them is a wellness. It says it in the title screen of it, and it's really, really good. And there's and as you go through it, it'll say music for lucid dreaming, music for positive affirmation, and it's all these different things. And within it, they'll have every so often someone will come in and say something in a very subtle tone, and you don't even notice it. And when you're sleeping, obviously,
Joey
it's
from
subliminal.
Friends.
Yeah,
you will make me a pizza.
Mate, you want to buy Joey many sandwiches? So that's it. Yeah, you'll sleep really well and want to make me and Lou sandwiches.
Yeah,
it's really good.
We should do our own on Spotify. Just our own,
just our own wellness thing.
Yeah, just us. We'll do some omming.
Start it really, really professionally. Like, welcome to the Lex and Mr. Lewis Sleep Well podcast.
Yeah.
Don't try to listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Make us a sandwich. Just stay calm and relaxed. Cheese and pickle.
Buy us a rum.
Rest your head. Breathe in. Buy us more rum. Breathe out. And then a good whiskey. Not the old shit, the good shit that's been aged at least 30 years. Now, try not to do it. And we'll do that, yeah. And then eventually, and we'll have to have addresses as it slowly goes in, just slip in a line of the address every so often.
Yeah. And then by the end, it's just us going, buy us a rum.
Buy us a rum. Buy us a rum. And then just random conversation popping. Do you reckon they're asleep? They're definitely asleep now.
Yeah. I reckon they just farted in their sleep then.
That would be a good one. We should try that.
Yep.
I actually legitimately want to do that to see how many listens it would get until people notice.
Yeah, we'd have to dedicate an hour of it just being really gradual.
Oh, at least 45 minutes of real stuff, and then after 45 minutes, just nonsense.
Yeah,
absolute nonsense. Things like, when you wake up, you'll have a tickle behind your right ear for at least 10 minutes, but you won't want to itch it. Instead, you'll kick your foot 3 times on the floor and howl like a chicken.
Yeah, we need to do that. If anyone wants to hear our bedtime playlist, let us know. We will make it.
At work, you'll call your boss a wanker and pee in his waste paper basket.
While he's watching you.
Then howl like a chicken.
Should we crack open this rum?
This is why we are not leaders of the free world.
Yep.
It would be fun for a week and you'd all be really annoyed and howling like chickens. So we are 15 minutes in, so bang on. Are we ready? So the reveal of the CREWCast drink of the day is...
I like how you trusted that I'd already put it in there. It's just empty.
It's an empty chest. Here we go. So this is a nice one again this week.
I like that bottle. I like the red on it.
It is the Pirate's Grog.
Yeah.
5-year aged spiced rum.
This is their standard rum, I think. In
Okay,
terms
this is
of
their
like,
main
yeah,
feature
'cause-
piece one.
Yeah, because what's
We had
the
the
first one?
13-year-old aged
Yeah.
rum, which is their special one, like their top end.
Yeah, and then
kind
all of their other ones are kind of they're infused with something. There's
Yep.
a spiced one,
So
a
we had
honey
their,
spiced.
we had the ginger, we had the pineapple,
Yeah.
and now
What we haven't got is the coffee liqueur, which is downstairs, isn't it?
Oh, yes, which Simone sent us.
Yes.
You lovely lady. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Yes, we received a nice little
So we're going to try
present
that
from
as
you
well.
guys. And it's the, we got the liqueur version. Yeah, actually we could do that, but we can't because we've got to go get food. So you can't have too much. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We will have it. Listen, Simone, we're going to try the liqueur with our pizza.
Yeah.
Live in the knowledge that we will, after this podcast, be
I've got to drive and get a Domino, so I'm
having
only
a
having a
delicious
small
little liqueur.
thing. Do you want to read the bit on the back?
So, this is the Pirates. It's actually really nice. It's like old aged paper label on the front of the bottle. Again, it's that real nice classic piratey looking bottle. Looks like it could have washed up on a shore. It's Pirates Grog, handcrafted, all natural, 5-year aged rum, straight from the barrel. I like that, straight from the barrel.
Yeah, no messing around.
No messing. So, on the back, it's saying it's got that kind of aged, like frayed edge label. And it's like, "Ahoy, you scurvy dogs and rum lovers! 200 years ago, I'm going to go instantly into farmer at some point during this. 200 years ago, me partners in crime, and yeah, there we go. I'm straight into it. Oh, you know, you're going to harvest the tractor. Yeah, 200 years ago, me partners in crime used the Honduran island of Roatan as a mighty stronghold. Vast hordes of booty were buried in the pirates.
I like the sound of that.
Were buried, and the pirates danced with wenches till the rum ran dry. Pirates grog is aged in bourbon barrels. Nice. For 5 years, giving it a rich golden colour. It definitely is. Deliciously smooth finish and flavours of raisin, butterscotch and vanilla. Oh my God. Get in my mouth. Delicious.
That's what she said.
Oh, damn it. It's the plastic wrap of doom.
Yeah, so I love everything Pirates Grog.
Everything
other
but
than that.
this bit. I
Yeah.
assume it's because of transport.
Yeah.
Because...
I assume. But like, there are other companies that have got like a paper seal.
Yeah, that's
But
much better.
Potentially, it's, I don't know.
I just really don't like this bit.
Maybe if they go like international or something like that.
They are, yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's gone anyway. All right, cheeky pop test. Oh, that was quite a good pop. Not too cheeky.
I feel
We
like the
can
cheeky
smell
pop
the
test
bourbon in it.
needs to be on a t-shirt one day.
Cheeky pop test.
When we and it's just a picture of a cork and they goes, "Ooh, that was a cheeky pop." When we eventually do CREWCast merch, there should be a cheeky pop t-shirt.
That would be cool.
Oh yeah,
You can smell the bourbon in that, can't you? That's nice because I kind of felt like, I've missed a bit of whiskey this week.
You pour yours on
We're doing
first, mate.
the pour test. Yes. I haven't done pouring for a while. You've always done it first.
Yeah.
That's not even proper English. I haven't done pouring for a while. You've always done it first. Counterintuitive, isn't it? Yeah. Words and stuff. You have been doing the pouring first for some time now. Here we go. Is it a glugger or is it a pourer? It's such a good one.
Gluggeroonies.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a small pour.
Yeah, because you got the Dominies, and then you can catch up. We also have the Village Cigars again this week because they were delightful. So if anybody knows of any... Did we actually get any cigar recommendations?
Yes. Let me
We
tell
did ask
you.
you guys.
It was something Churchill. I remember that.
Try not to just message me on Instagram, the suggestions, guys, because I kind of miss them. So either put them in the YouTube comments or message Lou. Because Lou, his brain's better at holding information than mine.
You were going to make me an admin on the CREWCast.
On the YouTube, yeah.
So anything that is in there, because I check it anyway, but it's just me personally, like my...
Yeah. So then you'll be replying as the CREWCast, which will be much better.
We'll make things a little bit easier. So we got Davidoff, Winston Churchill,
Bellissimo?
No. Blicoso. Bellissimo.
C-O-S-O. Blicoso? Blicoso.
Yeah, Winston Churchill, Blicoso.
Blicoso. I don't know why I want to say that like a... Is that Italian or Spanish? Blicoso.
Yeah. So I think we are going to get some of those sent out to us as well.
Sick.
Yeah, and he was going to give us some information on them as well. So
we need to know, like, you know, when you get the information on the thing, you should be tasting this should be on the nose. You should sense this and tasting these. We know that kind of thing with the old cigar roonies.
Yeah, well, hopefully next month we should be able to meet up with him for a little chat. I have heard, and make it work.
Ever since I was a child, I was told by my parents, if somebody messages you and offers to take you to smoke somewhere strange with someone you've never met before, definitely do it. So that's what we're doing.
That is super red, isn't it? That it's
really golden. It is very whiskey looking, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to try.
Do you want to put that somewhere in the middle, because I've got lots of stuff going on this side.
Yeah,
just put it there. Yeah, just don't rush your cigar. We've refilled the lighter, so that's good to go.
We got to have a sip before we light the cigar.
Oh, wow, that is. The rum is now coming through way more.
I can definitely smell that, like, the butterscotch like sweetness. It's like making my mouth water, just the sweetness of it. Yeah?
Yes, you're a true alcoholic now, sir.
Should we go for it?
Yes, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Wow, yeah, it does have that butterscotch first taste, doesn't it? Right on the tongue, really smooth sweetness over the front of the tongue. Heat coming over the back of the tongue now. Took all that time to come through. Yeah. Staying right in the centre of the tongue as well, not going around the sides or anywhere. That's staying quite forward, actually, that spice.
Yeah.
So it's not so much a heat, it's more of a spice. Yeah.
The butterscotch comes back at the end as well. Yeah, it goes, and then,
ooh,
that spicy
see what the second
warmth.
Sip does.
Yeah.
So I get the spice, travels all the way up into my nasal cavity straight away, and then that butterscotch dominates the front of the tongue.
I have an ulcer and it stings.
I have herpes and it is contagious.
Yeah. I don't have ulcers very often, but I do have one right now.
Do you remember when you used to get an ulcer as a kid and people were like, it's herpes? No, it's a fucking ulcer.
I've literally only ever had like an ulcer like once or twice before.
If I get run down, I know it because I'll get an ulcer on the inside of my mouth.
Yeah, Emma told me that it's one of the, like,
it's a signal
you can get it when you're like a bit burnt out.
Yeah, you're reaching burning ends, candles, ends, burning them, all that stuff. Yeah, always get one. I usually get one right on the end of my tongue.
Ooh.
And I chew it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rip it off. I can't help myself. And then it hurts, and I'm like, well, of course it did.
Yeah, this one's right there on the inside of my lip.
Oh,
like
they're the worst,
by
inside
where
down the lip.
My
because you're always flicking it.
Canine teeth is, so as I'm talking, it like rubs up that.
Do you always lick it, like push it with your tongue?
Yeah, it's actually getting a little bit better now. I don't know. Surely this would help, right?
Yeah, it'll knock it off, won't it? That's what I'm going to tell you. I've heard.
Yeah, buy Pirate's Grog. It's good for your mouth.
That nearly came out my nose, you git. That would have not been pleasant.
Should we
have to do le compétition.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
It's about time. Yeah, actually,
it is about damn time. And we're rocking in again, people, with an even bigger win some cool shit competition.
Yeah.
Now, this one is a big boy.
It's a good one.
Assuming I get everything done in time. And on Monday you hear this.
Yeah.
It should be done. I have to get a pic for the old Instagram stills, which I will. I'll do it. I'll get it done. Hey, Butty Flat. Yes, Mr. Miyagi did it.
No, it's still there.
So, I definitely hit it though, didn't I?
I don't know.
Oh, there's two. Oh, I'll kill them, mate. I hate those bastards. They will eat me.
I think he's gone out the door.
There's one right above your head. I can see it. Why are they in here? Where have they come from? Murder them instantly. Yes! Eat that, you blood-sucking git. Oh, I'm so satisfied with that. That was a good kill.
He died.
There's nothing better than killing the enemy.
Anyway, competition.
There's nothing better than killing the enemy. Competition time.
Yeah.
Yes. So, the winners, of which there will be 6. That's right, 6.
6 whole winners.
6 whole winners. There are going to be 3 from our side and 3 from the Grog of Pirates themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen is, I'm going to post a picture on Monday, so are Pirates Grog, and you are going to have an opportunity for 3 people to win 2 bottles each of Pirates Grog special editions and standard rum. Yeah. So there's going to be a mixture, and there'll be like a 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place kind of run for it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll all be evened out depending on what Pirates Grog want to do.
Yeah.
But you'll all win 2 bottles of one of the Pirates Grog.
Yeah. So Lex said that there's 3 winners. There was 3 winners on our side of things,
Yep.
and there's 3 winners on Pirate Scrog.
On theirs.
So you can technically enter.
Oh, you can enter all
of them.
But you obviously, if you win one, you can't win more than once.
Yeah, but obviously the more that you enter, the more chances you've got of winning.
So,
And yeah, every winner gets 2 bottles.
2 bottles. Here's what we decided you need to do. You have got to definitely be able to howl like a chicken.
Yes.
That's number 1.
Yep. You need to buy a dictaphone, howl like a chicken to it, and post it to us.
You need to post it. By pigeon.
Yeah.
This is what it's complicated. Gets complicated now. There's going to be a pigeon, a lollipop, a donkey, and an old lady. Mm-hmm. Okay, real rules.
You should probably just check the Instagram post, because none of this will make sense at all.
So the real rules are going to be in the Instagram post. So on Monday, I will post a picture of myself in a rummy situation. There will be instructions in that as well, but they're basically going to be, at this point, unless it otherwise states in that picture, you need to follow myself and Pirates Grog. Definitely. There's 2 things you must do. You have optional extras of following BCB,
Black Country Barbell,
on their Instagram, and subscribing to our YouTube channel, the CREWCast YouTube channel. We will be picking winners from those sides, so that if you don't do it, you are reducing your chance, but you don't have to enter the competition, because we will be picking others from the Instagram post. So follow myself, follow Pirates Grog, optionals, follow Black Country Barbell, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, that's 1. The other thing you have to do, comment on each of the photos. So my photo on Instagram and Pirate Grog's photo. Read the caption in the Instagram, because I will say what you need to comment if there's something you need to comment. Otherwise, it can just be, it's probably going to be tag a friend.
Yes.
And every time you tag a friend, they will get entered into a competition, but so will you. Mm-hmm. And so you can do as many comments as you like. Each separate tag needs to be in a different comment.
Yeah.
So if you want to tag 5 friends, you need to do it separately 5 times.
Ah, right.
Okay.
And
we're going to do that on both pictures, and that's your chances to win. But we're going to be winning people that follow Black Country Barbell and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, just from there. So the extra chances for you to win.
So yeah, if you enter the standard stuff, that's 1 entry. Any of the extras is an extra entry.
Yeah. So one more time. Follow myself, follow Pirates Grog. Comment on the pictures that you see on the Monday post with, you might have to say a phrase, or you probably have to say a phrase and then tag a friend. And then every time you want to tag, you can tag as many people as you like, but they have to be in separate comments. Do that across both profiles of Pirates Grog and my picture. And we did also say, if you want to, we're going to do optional ones as well, because there's so many winners. There's 3 chances. You can also share the posts to your story, and that will also enter you for an extra chance to win. Mm-hmm. So there's tons of ways to do this.
Yeah,
but
so
the more things you do, the more chances you have of winning.
There's a potential of getting 4 entries. No, 5 if you include going on to Pirates Grog as well and commenting on
we're
there.
We're really giving you the chance to see. If you want to go the extra mile, you will be more
you
than
could have
likely
5
rewarded.
entries into it.
Yeah.
Which is...
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool. So, and you can win 2 bottles of Pirates Grog. I mean, you're probably talking like, what, 60 odd quid's worth of drink there straight away?
Yeah, or at least. Yeah,
minimum.
Pirates Grog's not cheap.
No, it's good stuff.
Quality stuff, yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah.
That's where we got this beautiful chest from.
Yeah, and the more we can do this, we will keep doing it. We will keep doing it, because it's bloody good fun for us. I enjoy it, and it's nice to be able to give back to you guys. So there you go. Good luck, everybody who's listening to this on a Monday. Start your week right.
I'm really positive. I hope everything goes to plan now, and then we actually get it out on the Monday.
I will. There'll be a photo of me. Look, you wanted me to have a peg leg when I did it, but the logistics were.
If everyone wants to see Lex post a picture with a peg leg.
But they'll have already listened now, though.
Maybe. Yeah, I know it's too late now, but in the future, I'm sure there's another reason why you should have a peg leg. Maybe that could be the thing they need to comment. Lex's peg leg.
Yeah, where's your peg leg? That could be the comment. Yeah. I might make that. Where's your peg leg? Or, no. We need something like...
Peg leg Lex.
Peg leg Lex. That would be funny. It's going to be where's your peg leg or peg leg Lex.
Yeah, brilliant.
That might work. I think we'll use that. Sickeningly awesome. So happy to be able to do this kind of stuff.
Have you ever thought about just posting something that was awful? Like,
what do you mean?
It was terribly... It was done so bad that it was good.
I don't know.
You know, something that has been like you've edited it, but it was just so badly... Yeah.
No, because it would just look shit. Nobody would get that a thing gone so funnily bad.
Oh. I think that'd be hilarious, but that's
Because
just me.
the quality of what I take an image on, it would just seem bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the base is too good.
You can just get a really good photo and then just literally just like rough, like not even on like Photoshop, on like Paint or something like that. Just like chop,
Freaking paint.
just chop out like a leg of a table and then just like drag it. Don't erase your leg. Just drag that over the top of yours,
Like an IKEA table
yeah,
leg.
Yeah.
Oh, I could make myself into the guy from Family Guy who has all 4 limbs as just peg legs.
Oh shit! Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't remember, but yeah, I know.
Comment if you remember the guy's name.
I don't even remember the reasoning for him in that episode.
No, he's in loads of episodes.
I remember him in one. I don't remember him in multiple.
He's in tons. Yeah, he's like a featured character. Yeah.
Peg. Well, it wouldn't be Peg. Peg Lim. Peg Lim person.
Yeah. Oh, cool. There we go. What a great. I hope. Well, good luck, guys.
Should we light this up?
Let's have a freaking cigar Friday. Oh, it's been. Oh, yeah, I've had a cool week. Let's talk about my week.
I've had a
So, if
really
you've been
cool
following
week.
me on the old Instagram, did we decide which end of these is the smoky end?
It was the end that was laid down, but I don't know. You
I
picked
think
it up
that's
now.
that. Oh, that looks like sucky end. That looks like sucky end. That looks like Bernie end.
Yeah.
That's technical terminologies, by the way. If you ever do go to a cigar shop, when you're looking at things, go, is this the sucky end and that the Bernie end? And they'll say, get out.
Yeah.
Let's light it up. Yeah. You do have to give that a bit of a puff to light it up.
Yeah.
It does help. They are a bit loosely packed at that back end, though. Yeah, there's a bit of something to be said for a loosely packed back end. They draw really smoothly, though. Like, it doesn't take much effort to pull that through. So there is that. There's a bonus of that happening. Because some, if you get like the cigars you have to cut yourself,
Yeah.
you often have to have like a little poker to aerate the end to
Oh,
stab
right,
it through
'cause
to
they're
help
so-
it draw through because they're so packed in.
Yeah. So let's hear about your week then, mate, because you've done loads of really cool shit.
Smoke rings. Look at that one go. Oh yeah, that's a winner. Yeah. So on Monday, I travelled up to Manchester. Got to see my mama, which was nice. She had a little bit. Did I tell you she had a little bit of a health scare?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You did mention that.
She's looking good.
Good.
All
That's
looking
brilliant.
Good. Yeah. My advice to people is if somebody gets sick, pay all the monies to get the private tests just fucking done. Because one, ease of mind for the person who's going through it to know what's going on as fast as possible. And two, they're brilliant in the private sector for making you at ease and giving you real options. And what they've actually done as well for what she's going to need doing operation-wise, they've actually suggested she goes through the NHS because they are highly experienced in what she needs doing, and they said you'll get a really good team.
Yeah.
And the doctor who she paid privately to see will still be doing the surgery. So it's
That happens quite a lot, doesn't it? Where people get referred.
Yeah, they don't rip you off and be like, yeah, go private, keep paying. They're like, because he's getting paid either way, he doesn't care. He's like, so no, my suggestion here at this point now, we've done everything we need as fast as possible through this way, but now you go the NHS way, you're going to have a better overall size of team, and they'll all be more experienced than the private sector.
I've seen
That's really cool.
I've seen it before where I can't remember what the thing was now, but the consultation was done privately, and then they were like, "Yep, that's fine. The actual treatment can be done through NHS," and it like kind of fast tracked the process. So although it cost a little bit more.
Bash the bloody wire on my. Give me the lighter. I need to burn this end. Hers was for all the blood tests and the MRIs and CAT scans and all that jazz. Not CAT scan, that's head, isn't it? It was for the MRI that she needed.
I've unevenly lit this as well.
Yeah, just give it a quick.
We are inexperienced.
It's quite an aggressive lighter that though as well. So you do have to roll and burn with it a lot of the time. So I've taken a Zippo, an old school Zippo, and I've gutted the innards and replaced it with a butane burner because it's clean. Because if you use the old Zippos, that fuel you fill it up with, it actually puts a flavour into the cigar because some of those, I don't know, dirty carbons or whatever that come out of it go into the cigar and wreck the flavour. So I invested in the old butane burn. Plus that light in really blowy winds.
It will.
Do you know what I got to do over the weekend? alongside what I'll tell you that I actually did, I had the lighter with me.
Yeah.
On my cool little leather thing that I've got there for it. So I've got this like little leather pouch for it, which is really cool. It's kind of got a nice patina to it now because I've worn it quite in. But it's like a pure little leather pouch with like a clasp, so it wraps over the top of the lighter that you sit in the middle of it. And it's, what do you call it, a little pouch? Like a leather pouch for it? Yeah.
A little ball
and
bag.
that clips onto your waistband just like on a belt loop. And I had it on because I was taking the cigars up, because what happened was I was going up to Manchester to ride Harley freaking Davidsons. Hell yeah. And they put us up in a hotel and gave us all the foods. And they had us in a venue called the Victoria Warehouse. And it's sick.
Yeah.
Like full industrial inside, all that big chunky wooden cool stuff. Like they brought us fruit, and it was in this bowl that must have been carved out of a full width of a tree trunk. And they'd like taken a section of the trunk and carved a bowl out of it, and then made the handle and just jammed. It was just all super rustic. I was like, that must be like 80 to 100 quid's worth of just fruit bowl right there.
Fuck.
And how can I steal it? The answer is you can't. It was freaking heavy. Yeah, it was a really cool setup. They had all these, you'll see in the video that I'm going to do of it, but they had all these retro Harleys there, like the TT Racer, the 1970s original designs. They had the Evil Knievel bike there. They had some serious kit, like worth God knows how much money each. Like the TT Harley bike alone must have been worth, what, 50 to 100 grand? Somewhere in that range, I bet.
Damn.
Lots of money. They would like, don't sit on these bikes. So the one I sat on, I really liked. It was still very comfy. Yeah. Well, they left me in the room alone with them.
Suckers. I've got some good positive bike news.
Don't excite me.
No, so it's nothing booked or anything like that. But Emma's now on board. Because I was saying before, she was just too concerned that I was going to fucking kill myself.
See that happy smoke ring there? That turned into a heart as it flew up.
Oh, how romantic.
Oh,
yeah.
I love you, Emma.
Yeah.
If Lewis ever dies, I'll look after you.
So she's now on board with the process.
Yeah, because you're not riding with dickheads.
Yeah. And so that's probably one of the biggest hurdles, because at the end of the day as well, like, obviously...
You do have to.
I don't want to do something that's going to worry or upset her.
But when you get the bike and ride the bike and she sees you loving the bike, she'll be like, let him ride the bike more.
Yeah.
Like, she'll see that you're sensible and that you're enjoying it for just the sheer enjoyment of being on a bike and out with the boys. Not to go fucking arse in the air, head forward, 170 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not... You don't, honestly... You just don't need that. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to wind on the throttle in a safe environment when you've got your control and your comfort. And even when I do it, I'm only riding at 80% of my capability. You know, I'm never pushing those boundaries. The only time I'd push a boundary deliberately is on a racetrack, because I know I'd slide off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know the track's what's coming up and there's nothing coming the other way.
Yeah.
Then I'd test myself and see how far I could push things before my skill set failed.
But yeah, that's a very unique situation.
On the road, literally, mate, when we're riding, we say to people, no stupid shit. Someone gets caught up, do not catch up unnecessarily. You know, we'll always wait. If we turn off anywhere, we'll never just turn off and disappear. We'll always sit at the junction. So even we've had people out on... I've been out with guys on 125s, mate.
Yeah.
And it sucked for me. But, you know, it was still nice to be out and about.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, so, and again, I have... I think I'm going to go direct access, like you were talking about before. Just get the full license. No point messing around with the 125 thing, because I was looking and in terms of like price wise, I was just like, I'd just buy one to then probably sell 6 months later to then buy something.
Yeah, and they're not cheap.
No,
125s are not cheap. You can get a full 600 for the same price as a 125.
Yeah, that's it. Like the price difference was pretty negligible, wasn't it?
If not more, mate. If you wanted a decent 125, I mean, you're looking like 3 or 4 grand, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And you can pick up good 600 bikes for like 2. Because there's tons of them.
Would you recommend 600 as the kind of...
Well, it depends what bike you're going for.
Because I saw some 5s, some 6.
I'd say a 5 is not going to be enough. Because but it depends what bike you pick. Because if you pick something like my BMW, that's a 750 technically.
Yeah.
But that's not doing 180 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's all lower end torque. It's doing 110 max, and you don't want to be up there on that bike at 110. You're very happy at like 60 to 80.
Yeah.
And it's a delight to ride. but that's a 750 engine. Whereas the 600 sports bike will piss all over the BMW speed-wise. You know?
Yeah.
So it doesn't... The only thing I would say is...
Where that power is going to vary.
Whatever bike you're riding is going to dictate the size of it, because you could get an 800cc bike, but in one that's torquey and not top-endy, that's going to be still relatively...
tame.
Yeah, easy to ride. Whereas if you went and smacked and got like a 750 GSXR, I'd be like, no. But you get the 750 BMW that I got down there, I'd be like, yeah, you ride that all day happy, you'd be absolutely fine.
Because all I'm going off is what I think looks cool.
Yeah, that's 80% of the game.
Yeah, I really liked. I had a little look on YouTube of like some potential beginner bikes, and there was like a Honda Rebel.
No, too small. No. Oh, you could get the bigger engine one.
There was 3, so there's like a 300, a 500, and
so they not too long ago released is it a 1100?
I think it's at 1250 maybe.
Is it 12?
Yeah, something
that one. Yes.
Yeah,
nice bike. Makes good noise. Loads of torque.
Yeah, I'm just literally going off. I was like, I watched the video and I was like, I like the look of that one.
But if you like the look of like the Rebel, you can go down looking at the Victories and stuff like that, which you can get way cheaper, and people have done cool shit too.
Are they called Indian, the bike?
There's something Indians.
Yeah,
nice
I've seen a few of those. Every one I've seen, I think, looks stunning. I don't know what that style of bike is.
Well, they do different ones, don't they? They do Taurus, and then they do choppers, and then they do bobbers. There's whole.
See, again, it's that terminology.
It depends on just how big the bike you want, but you can get.
I'll show you some pictures later, and then you can tell me what it is that I actually like.
There's a Triumph Speedmaster. I think that's what it's called. That's a nice one to look at. You can get a bobber version of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, the only compromise was, I have to make sure the bathroom's finished first.
Oh, easy.
So that's literally being done. So hopefully I'll start looking into that over the next few weeks, because fingers crossed next week or the week after I'll be able to carry on with the bathroom. And then,
Where's the bathroom at now? Toilet and bathroom?
Yeah, everything's in, it's working. It was because we got stuck waiting on the tiles, but they are in, so they should be delivered at some point next week now.
When they got delivered, did this happen?
Pretty much. That was maybe that was just inside my head.
Yeah.
But so that's the only thing I need to sort first, is make sure I got the bathroom done. Just one, from a purely like financial point of view, one big expense wrapped up before I go and take on another, because like direct access is
700-ish. I'd say there might be deals though after COVID. I did mine in October, and there was only me and the other guy doing it. I was like, just one-on-one. It was wicked. Really enjoyed it. We just went for a ride out. I think I discussed that before. We just went to a Harley garage and then went and bought some like neck scarves, which he helped me pick, and then went to look at some cool classic motorbikes on my final ride out day. It was wicked. But yeah, another one to the crew. Awesome. You'd love it. It's so much fun. Oh, so yeah, get back to what I did in correspondence to the motorbikes. Got taken to Manchester, and it was to ride the new Harley Davidson Sportster S. So if, like me, you like bikes and you're into bikes and you kind of like Harleys and stuff too, you would have noticed a while ago they said they were killing the Sportster line, the current Sportster line off. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, that was kind of their young guy's bike. That was the one we were all buying to, like, matte black out. It was one of the first ones I think that they started to really like murder out and really customize and do things, but it was only like an 800cc on the entry level engine, and it is too small to wring its neck everywhere to get it to go. Sounds like a lot, an 800cc, but it was probably only generating like 80 horsepower or something like that, maybe not even that. So they killed it, and everyone's like, "Jeez, what are they doing?" And then they killed it because they're releasing now the Sportster S, and that is a 1250 variable valve timed engine.
I don't know what that means.
Means it goes zoomy, much better.
Yeah,
it basically means that the variable valve timing allows it to. I think it's something like it uprates its performance as you increase the demand, pretty much.
Okay.
So at low speeds and whatnot, it kind of ticks over and does its nice thing. But when you crank that throttle, engine goes beast mode.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd have to look into the variable valve timing in detail to tell you how it works. But if we just assume it's black magic that makes things go faster.
Yes, witchcraft.
They added black magic to the engine. And the bike looks stunning. They've taken features of the Fat Bob and put it into there. It's got the big, fat boy tyres on it, front and back. And the motherfucker drops into corners like you won't believe. I scraped the pegs. Yeah. And it has a full-on... So what they've taken... So when I went to ride the Pan America, which is their adventure bike, which was also pretty fucking amazing. And I asked them, how's that doing after being released? Like, any issues? They're like, no, it's been good. We've not had any real recall needs or anything, which is crazy from a first launch into an adventure bike, which is a demanding sector.
Yeah.
You're talking about people who are doing tens of thousands of miles a year on rough shit, like pushing them through their paces.
Yeah.
So
you'd think that Harley's going to... Obviously, it's a different area, but like in terms of, I imagine it's going to be like material selection for durability and things like that. You'd think they'd have a lot of that down already.
You would think so, but there has been times... I think I just fucked up the focus on the... That's right. There have been times when you look at Harleys in the past and been like, wow, that is underdeveloped.
Right.
Like single brake discs on bikes that really should have done doubles, really poor LCD displays. That's still apparent on some of the current models, like the Lowrider S, in my opinion, needs way better displays. You know, we're in 2021 and we've still got these digital displays on them in horrendous positions on the tank where you have to look down to see stuff. Right. Just daft stuff. You're like, why has nobody picked this up? Like, come on, boys.
Yeah, it's like a design issue.
Your price point is not cheap. Yeah, I can go to Triumph and get all this shit integrated on the bike for the same or less money. Like, come on, give us a reason to keep coming here.
Yeah,
especially in Europe, where we're a bit more demanding than the Americans. We're a bit more sticklers for value.
Yeah,
whereas Americans are very diehard, aren't they?
Yeah, I suppose so. I always, like, from the outside looking in, I always looked at a Harley as like the gold standard. That's what my assumption of Harley Davidson was. Yeah,
Triumph pissed all over them for a while.
Really?
Oh, in a bad way. But this Sportster S and that Pan America didn't just step Harley's game up, it like reinvented it fully. Like, they've gone from calculator-esque displays to, on this Sportster S, a full-on integrated interactive,
it's like an LED touchscreen or
digital display. It's not touchscreen, but it's fully remote controlled from your dials on the bike.
What
dials? That's the wrong word. What do you call things on the side? But with all the buttons on it. Yeah, what's the whole thing called? Frick, that's poor form, Lex. Poor form. So your units, like light indicator unit section. Now it basically has on it, and it has electronically activated rain mode, road mode, sports mode, and custom modes that you can set all within the computerized display that's on the screen. It hooks up to your phone, Bluetooth, GPS, the whole thing's on there. Like, they've basically taken all the tech they've had to put into the Pan America to match the marketplace for the adventure bikes and dropped it straight onto their Sportster S.
Right. Okay.
Fucking.
It looks really stunning. Good. I really like the look of that. That style is a style that I like. What is that style? What's that category would it fall into?
Well, they call it a Sportster. That's there, but I guess it's not really touring. I don't know. Because they all have their own versions of it.
Right. That's what I was looking on Auto Trader and I was going through and there was like
you could call it a cruiser. Could do. You can't call it a tourer because I don't think it does enough miles. It has a tank. So I think from the tank you get about 110, 120 if you decided to panic a little bit and drive frugally. Ragging it around 100 miles to the tank, which isn't terrible. But it's also not the best. But I understand why they've done it, because this bike has a lot of tech on it, and it's taken a lot of its styling from the very popular Fat Bob, in my opinion, which is one of the most beautiful ones they made, and my favourite out of it up to date up until this came out.
Yeah. Oh, so this is taking the number one spot for you?
Yes. Other than the Pan America, but they're so different, you'd need both.
Yeah.
You can't compare them. There's no way taking sports to where the Pan America can go. The Fat Bob, though. Very simple LCD display, like just a readout, nothing more. So just like mileage, range, bits and bobs, like you see on like a 2013 BMW inside, the digital readout display. It's like that on the Fat Bob, but the Fat Bob will do 160 miles, a little bit more, maybe 180. No, probably about 165 to a tank.
Yeah.
So if they made the Sportster S, you just got a load of smoke in your eye.
Yep.
Yeah, it's making you cry, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it got me before, but I managed to push through it. It's because you sucked it in and blew it out too sharpish. You've got to suck and then really puff it back out so it clears your eyeball areas.
Yeah, got me in the eyeballs.
But so if they'd have made the Sportster S do 160 miles, then why would you ever buy the Fat Bob? Because it's a very similar styling.
Right.
It's very comfortable like the Fat Bob. It rides a lot like the Fat Bob rides, but the Sportster S wants to drop into corners a little bit more. And if you don't drop it into the corner, it gets a little bit mad with you.
Oh, right.
Like it gets a little twitchy, like, hey, come on, pull me over. And yeah, dude, sick. So I got to, but there's Ricky Hall was there. You know who that guy is? Ricky Hall.
No.
He was one of the original guys when all the beards came in, and he's tattooed and bearded. If I showed him pictures, you'd be like, oh, that dude.
Yeah.
He was like one of the leading faces of like beard brands and stuff when it all started coming out, like the hipster revolution.
Okay.
He was like at one of the forefronts of that.
Cool.
So he was there. He was exceedingly drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't even make it to the ride.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But they think he had a family, something happened where he had to go kind of back. But I also think he probably woke up a little bit like, oof. And then something happened. He was like, thank God.
Yeah.
There was also a guy called Peter Wicks. Peter Wicks? Peter Wicks? Peter or Paul? Pete Wicks. Pete Wicks. Yeah. And he's from, I think it's Chelsea, you know, like the Towie in Chelsea and things like that. Yeah. He's involved in all that. And he was a really cool guy. Really cool. Very, very stylish dude.
Yeah.
Rocked up, just looking the tits. You know what I mean? He's got long hair, tattooed neck and everything going on, but like in a subtle way where you almost don't notice it.
Yeah.
But all tattooed up, you know, all just slick dude. You know what I mean? Cool guy. Like, you don't take your girl near him. Yeah. One of the, like, steal your girl without trying. Wink, gone. Yeah, and he was really cool, and hopefully I get to go and ride with him a bit, because he said, yeah, come down, ride with the boys, because some of the other guys I rode with on the other one who are really creative fellas, a guy called Tommy, beautiful image creators, he knows those guys, and they go out riding together, so I was like, oh, sick, okay, but they're all the way obviously down towards Chelsea, Essex, all that way, yeah, so it's a bit of a trek, so I have to plan it, but that's a hope. So yeah, I met some really cool people on it. I met there's a girl called Steph, I think it's Bolan, Steph Bolan, and she's basically just this rad chick who's tattooed from head to toe and just flat tracks bikes, like, you know, the one where there's no brakes and they slide them around a circular course at about 80 to 90 miles an hour. She does all that
like
stuff.
literally like that.
Yeah, it's just mad.
Sideways.
But she's lovely, you know what I mean? Yeah, loads of really cool people. You're a nice lovely couple from Brighton. And it's terrible because I'm dreadful with names. On Instagram, she's called The Great Wave. Yeah, The Great Wave. Mad. She's tattooed from her neck all the way down, really beautiful tattoos. And she's with her fella Josh, who's also really like tattooed up, classic kind of inner city tattoo look, all those old school ones with the short cropped hair, kind of all that look. He's a barber, and they're down in Brighton. So also going to hopefully go and do some rides with them too. And this is what I mean about the biking community. This is what it's about. You meet people for a day, and you're like, dude, would you like to go and ride to Narnia? And they're like, hell yeah. Just send me your number. It's weird.
Like, you'd never do that with cars, would you?
No. Well, maybe you do if you're in those groups, like the serious groups. But I don't know. But with bikes, it's literally like, met you for a day, you ride a motorbike, you now, come to my house and stay and let's ride.
Yeah.
It's that kind of, that's what I love about it. It's like, it's a real community thing. And it is, like, even if you're pulled over on the side of the road just chilling out, as bikers go past, they'll give you like an okay symbol, like, are you all right? And you're like, yeah, we're all good. And they'll keep going. If you're not, they'll stop. They'll turn around and come and help you.
It's a great community.
It's great. It really is. And like, I got to do the hospital run the other year, the like hospice thing.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And it was at Christmas.
Yeah.
And you all dress up, obviously, in crazy Christmas stuff, ride your motorbikes in a huge hundreds and hundreds. I think there was nearly might have been like near to 1,000 bikes that do this thing. Sure. And you go from Shrewsbury all the way through and down to the hospital in Telford in this big, huge, they shut all the motorways for it and everything for you. Like, they have like guide riders that go ahead, block all the roads off as you all go through. And then you take and you drop all the presents off at the hospital for the kids that are having to spend Christmas in hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really nice thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought you got to give the kids the presents.
All right.
So I was a little gutted because I bought... Check this out. So I assume a lot of people just take little things. I was like, I'm going to find a kid who deserves something awesome. And in my head, it was going to be this real little moment in my life that I was going to be able to cherish. You know, I saw a little kid's eyes. Like, so I bought a Iron Man Nerf glove. So it fired Iron Man stuff, but in Nerf form out the glove.
That's sick.
I bought a remote control helicopter.
Yeah.
And then I bought these for in case there were like proper kiddie kids there. These like snap on your wrist little teddy bear things that all made noises and lit up and stuff. Apparently they were really popular. I don't know. Yeah, I got those. And I was like, I'm gonna find a kid that deserves these.
Yeah.
The one that looks like. And then no, you just when you got there, you kind of put them all in these huge trolley crate things that they came out and greeted you with, and all did a photo, and then they took them into hospital and randomly gave them to kids.
Okay.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
If an asshole kid gets my awesome gifts, the world will be out of balance. This needs a good kid karma.
Yeah.
Good kid. I thought we were going to get to do that, and then in my head you're like, really, dickhead? You thought they were going to let, I don't know, near 1,000 bikers wander through a hospital with children who might have diseases where their immune system's compromised?
Yeah.
You dodo.
Yeah. Yeah, in hindsight, probably not.
I also didn't realise how many people were going to be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes the papers and everything every year. But what a nice thing still to be involved with. And people do go crazy for it. Like, there were bikes that were decorated like a Christmas tree. Yeah. One that had a giant light up Rudolph nose on the end of it with antlers all over the front. Yeah, madness.
That's hilarious.
Like, they dressed them up to look like slaves and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah. Really good. So I just love the community spirit of it. And if you're... And like I said, every time you have these people who are like, oh, dangerous, which is what I hear when you start talking. Motorbikes are, I get to about the D, they go, motorbikes are so dirt, and then all I hear is, I pay no attention to car statistics. Shut up, right? Stop paying attention to 18-year-olds that have jumped on R6s and ploughed themselves into walls.
I think it's like, the logical side of things is there is no protection on a bike compared to on a car, but then obviously a bike is far more maneuverable. You're able to avoid stuff way easier.
You pay more attention when you're riding a motorbike. When you're in a car, you're a fucking zombie. Like, how many times in a car on a single journey every day do you go whoop? At least once. Most people on a daily journey will go whoop, and it's a moment where they completely let their brain go to sleep, or they've looked down and forgot they're fucking driving a 2-ton vehicle.
Yeah,
and it's like wandering off the road.
I'm sure I saw something that was like basically that the best thing that they could do to make cars safer is put a big fucking spike in the middle of the steering wheel, because then people would actually drive
like with intent to stay fucking alert.
Yeah, because that's it.
You couldn't brake hard.
Yeah, you've got all these safety features that are in, and rightly so. Obviously, they need these safety features.
Yeah,
but then there's an element of complacency that comes with that, because...
An element? Dude, I've watched people... There was a newspaper report when I lived up north in Clitheroe of a Tesco driver who drove his delivery van into a dried-up riverbed because the computer said go. Literally got it stuck in a narrow riverbed. He kept driving down until the vehicle... He wasn't even on a road. He was on a dried-up riverbed. He kept driving it down it until the vehicle got wedged between the banks. Like, because this is what's happening to drivers. We're getting lazier and stupider because the computer says, go left now. People don't know how to get anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... Every time I go and drive in, I do not drive a lot. When I'm in the car, I drive to the gym, or I'm going to Sainsbury's, or I'm going on a journey to like a purposeful journey somewhere for work.
Going out for a drive for the sake of it.
And not just, piddly-paddly around. And every single time someone does something that if I didn't react to it would have caused an accident. Yeah,
100%. I don't know, is it just me, but after lockdown, no one can fucking drive.
Oh my God.
The driving seems to be way worse.
I don't know, mate.
It seemed like...
Fucking cages.
I used to drive a lot. I was doing like probably 50... Yeah, around about 50,000 mile a year.
Yeah, God, that's a lot of miles.
Quite a long time. And most of that's motorway driving. But yeah, like recently, the last like 6 months, drivers have got fucking bad.
They need to start really clamping down on dicks being on their phones. You can literally see the moment someone picks up a phone in the car suddenly will sway left or right and start going off track. You know immediately, they're on the fucking phone. If I'm on my bike and I see that happen and I come past your car and you're on your phone, you are getting a scare. Because I will pull up beside you and rev bomb you and then give you the finger and tell you to put your fucking phone down. Because
Yeah.
you, asshole, have a biker behind you whose life you're now risking. Because if you do some dumb shit that makes you have to slam your brakes on because you're too busy looking at your phone instead of the corner coming up,
I wonder
you're
if
a problem.
I wonder if like a passenger was able to get a photo of somebody doing that, whether that would be enough to persecute the person doing it.
What, the person in the car with the person doing it?
No,
That's
so
a bad
so like me and you were in a car.
Yeah.
I was driving. We saw somebody in front swerving all over the place, and then you got a photo of them on their phone while they were driving.
Yeah, because you're the passenger, you can be on your phone.
Yes, and then would that be enough to persecute?
Don't know.
Because
Maybe a video.
Oh yeah, a video or whatever. Because surely that would then incentivize it. Because it's super fucking dangerous.
They piss me the fuck off, and I will even just like doing my sat nav on my phone because obviously I use Waze and stuff like that.
Yes.
Even then, I reluctantly even like
Waze has got better, hasn't it, recently?
Google bought it, didn't they? Google Maps.
Ah,
bought it
right.
out.
I was going to say because they've had some updates to it over the last few months. Because I used to hate it, and I've started using it again now, and it's like, oh, it's actually really fucking good.
Dude, these cigars are lovely, and I bet proper cigars. So like,
Yeah, probably.
okay, I don't have any. What's the word? When it comes to like drink and music and cigars and things like that, I don't have any preconceptions of what I should like.
Yeah.
I like what I like.
Yeah.
And I like it until I don't anymore.
Yeah, it's not like somebody said, "Oh, this is a really good one. You should love this," and then so you kind of going in there with that bit of that bias. Yeah. What I was going to say anyway. Oh, that's
That was a good one.
If you could do that, they should incentivize it by because obviously people get fined because I don't know what it is.
Win some cash for dobbing people
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
should
If
do
they
something.
if they catch people breaking the law,
I would do it if I got points taken off my license for putting other people in it.
but I'm just saying, like,
No, they should.
The police can only do so much, and there are certain things which are blatantly dangerous, and we see it happen all the time.
Problem with that is you would get assholes targeting certain people. Like, I know such and such is always on their phone. Let's fucking just wait till they get in the car, follow them, and catch them, and they'll drive them until they catch them doing it. See, and it's as well, what level is being on your phone? Would it be, because we have sat navs on our phone and stuff like that? Don't know.
I think in theory you're not meant to touch your...
You're not meant to touch it, are you? It's supposed to be on a stand.
Mm.
I think if it's on a mounted thing, you can hit a button like you would hit a console button. But you're not allowed to be manually handling it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you draw the line, really? It's hard to say, isn't it? Because, like, is adjusting your radio just as, in terms of tactile, like your hands are off doing something else? It's probably just as bad, but you're allowed to do that.
Are you still allowed to smoke and drive? Because if you are, that is the dummiest dumb thing ever. Because I know they removed cigarette lighters from cars.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, how integrated into society was that? The fact that
Huge, wasn't
every car had a fag lighter and an ashtray built in.
Here's
every single
something
car.
in the 2-ton speedy thing you're driving that burns at, I don't know, 200 degrees Celsius that you can wave around willy-nilly and the car will itself heat up for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's madness.
Yeah.
And I've seen people getting done for like eating Wotsits while driving, yet you can smoke while driving. This thing that burns at what temperature does a cigarette burn at? It's got to be over 100 odd degrees, isn't it?
I have no fucking clue.
Imagine, I bet you can't drive a car around waving a lit like torch. But that's not allowed.
As an indicator, you're just there holding out.
Yeah, just burning matches. Like,
Yeah.
but you can't do that.
I have no idea.
Loopholes.
I would have thought it's still legal to. It's got to be. It's got to be, hasn't it?
What, legal to smoke?
Yeah. I see it all the time. And
I know
vape
somebody
and-
that got fined by the police because their kid threw a Wotsit out the back window of the car. So if you're still allowed to smoke and drive, that's retarded.
Well, I suppose that was littering, wasn't it? But then, like,
Not allowed to say that anymore, yeah.
what?
Retarded.
Yeah, God knows.
Do you reckon any actual retarded people give a shit about people saying retarded when they're not pointing at them and shouting retarded?
The thing is, like, it's the same with any kind of thing that becomes derogatory. They'll change it to another meaning, which will then become derogatory, and then they'll have to change it again. Like,
Do you
people.
know what it is? They change it to something. So, like, when we use retarded, we don't use it in terms of, look at that one over there. We're not saying that. We use it to describe a situation more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to say something like the What's It thing, like, you can't eat What's It while driving, but you can smoke 8 cigarettes. That's retarded. So we're not talking about a person or a thing, we're talking about a situation.
Yeah.
And most things that are technically derogatory are used not towards a human. And what they do is they change it to something that is too long to use to describe a situation. So they change retarded to mentally deficient. No one's saying that to just describe a situation. So I don't think that does apply. I don't think it does turn from one to the other. Because you're not going to go, you're going to smoke cigarettes because what's it? That's mentally deficient.
Yeah, but then there'll be some kids at school that will start saying, "Oh, you're mentally deficient," because that's what happened.
That'd be a really clever sounding insult.
Yeah, I imagine that's it.
I'm mentally deficient.
All insults just start at fucking school, don't they? And then it just filters up. Are you okay?
My brain. Oh, I just sucked smoke everywhere into my everything. My brain immediately brought up a picture in my mind of a kid with a monocle and braces, and he was just going, "Well, he was there," bent, like winging his braces in and out, and sat kind of with his foot kind of just tapping, going, "Well, you sir, mentally deficient." That full image ran through my head in the same moment. I sucked in the cigar to then laugh at the same time. And I've got such a head high now, it's ridiculous. I feel like I've just had a big hit of weed or something odd. Dude, I'm spinning.
Really?
Literally spinning. I think I sucked that straight onto my brain.
Fuck.
Wow. Oh, that's why you do not inhale a cigar. Oh, wow. Everything is very bright.
It is bright in here anyway, but is it even more bright?
Wow. That knocked me sideways. I think it's because I inhaled it and then breathed it out, then inhaled it and then breathed it out and inhaled it.
Yeah,
again.
you were trying to breathe, but it was like...
I hotboxed my own face.
Yeah, you did. It was all just gathered around your
Wasn't
head.
it? It just sat around my head.
Yeah.
That was so weird. Oh, wow.
Are we on question time?
Yeah, we're going to have to be. If I can read it still.
Ooh,
crikey. Right. We're at 7 minutes coming up now. So is that right? Yeah, we're bang on. Look at that. Spanking. That's literally on time. So we've got until 30 minutes. We have 20 minutes. But we did put the questions up exceedingly late today, guys. Sorry.
Sometimes when we put them in late, we get quite a lot, though. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but we did decide Fridays were a bit of a crap night for...
Yeah, because most people
we always get the questions tomorrow.
Yeah. Or if we do it really early in the morning or do it quite late.
Then it's good, yeah. Early in the morning's a good one. Oh, dude, I'm still wahoozy.
Really?
I feel like I've had, when you've had a shot and then you have a drink and then the shot hits you whilst you're mid drink and you're like, oh no, I've had too much. I've gone over. I've gone over. Yeah, I'm at that little, wow, it's still going. Village cigars, don't inhale them. But at least we know they're packed out properly.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go then. Let's see if we've got any questions. Do. Do you ever leave your Instagram on like a really awkward photo when you shut it down?
Like
that if you had it in public and then you forget that and then you open it back up and you're like, oh, that'd be embarrassing. I did that the other day.
Yeah.
I was in front of a lot of like quite professional people and I opened up my Instagram and there's just like a picture of something really inappropriate. Not like crazy inappropriate, but just enough to be like, oh, we know what you look at. like that's what just popped up on mine. Did you see what I mean? Yeah. It's not inappropriate, but immediately they're like,
oh, yeah.
Is that how you see that, is it?
I'm judging you right now.
Yeah, they're just purely judging me. I'm like, well...
Judge away, it's completely true.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, dear. Right, here we go. I go through stages of sounding like, sometimes like my nan. I'm like, oh, crikey, oh, dear. I sound like Mrs. Doubtfire. That's who I sound like sometimes. And if I had a Scottish accent, I would Doubtfire it most of the days. Let's have a look. What did I put up today? Gym stuff and then this. Oh, we have to have some questions. Oh, we've got a few. And of course, we've got the old waiting in the wings, Mr. Craig, with his standard 6 questions.
That's
good. We can always rely on you, boy. Okay, here we go. Hello, a big kiss from France. I love your energy. Oh, thank you, Sandrine. I appreciate that. Not a question, but we still appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. What's the one thing you can't resist when offered? A friendly bribe. Oh, hang on. I think there's 2 questions here. Let's do the first bit. What's the one thing you can't resist when offered?
Oh.
Terry's chocolate orange.
That is a good shout.
Yeah, I literally would not ever say no.
Oh, fuck. I think if somebody offered me a pork scratching, I wouldn't be able to say.
Pork scratching?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Wow.
I'm just trying to think of all
That's
the things.
the thing that
like,
jumped to the forefront.
yeah,
of your
I was
brain.
just like, I can turn most of these things down, but if I saw a pork scratching, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh.
If it was a good looking one,
yeah,
yeah,
pork freaking scratching.
yeah. I know most people like a fucking vile.
No, I like them. I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's
Do you
got
know
to
you
be
can get the protein ones? Did you see those?
no.
Protein pork scratchings.
They're super high protein anyway, aren't they? Though, but
So good.
yeah,
When it's you like less shit in it. Than
when
there
you
should
can tell yourself it's okay.
be. Yeah. This is healthy.
Yeah.
This is healthy. Yeah. Why is it repeating on me 2 days later? Other part of this was so you're going with pork scratching and I'm going with Terry's chocolate orange.
Very different.
Also, has everybody had the Terry's honeycomb chocolate orange at Christmas?
You talked about this the other day. I haven't.
Bruh.
I'm going to get some for Christmas.
Oh, I'm going to get you all the Terry's chocolate oranges for Christmas.
Oh, cheers.
A friendly bribe that gets you to do just about anything. That's a good one. A friendly bribe that will get you to do back scratches or massage.
With happy ending.
Depends who's offering it. But yeah, one of those two.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I was a dog in a previous life. Because I honestly lie down, scratch my back, hours, never get fed up. Never gets too much. I think it's, I don't know, yeah. Dog, previous life.
Massage is definitely up there. Just because it's great.
Do you know what is really nice that I never thought I'd like?
What?
Foot massage.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Exceedingly relaxing.
Yeah. I think I'd be too ticklish for that.
No, you'd think that too, because I've got really tickly feet. Nope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially because your feet are normally quite messed up. So the moment they massage them, there's no tickle because it's like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Like relieving.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So imagine a tight back when someone gets in there and you're like, oh, fuck yeah. That's a good bit. It's like that all over your feet usually.
I'm still not going to say that because I don't think I'd want anyone to.
So you're just going massage too?
Yeah, just a good like upper back
So there you go.
trap massage.
If you want us to do anything for you, just rock up with some oil and a positive attitude.
Yeah.
Do you both have baby faces under those beards? Yeah, 100%. Go and look at the video where I shaved my beard off.
You do definitely.
Bruh.
I don't know about me.
I had to leave a little bit of stubble just to protect the world from the 15-year-old that was underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What about? I wouldn't say I've got a baby face.
No, but you don't have like a man's.
I have
like
I don't have a man face.
Worn-in face. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
It's still a youthfully.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's baby face though.
No, I don't think. But would you think mine's baby face then in comparison? Yeah, a little
yeah,
bit.
do you
It's
think-
quite soft, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. That was the lighter falling down. Would you rather? Here we go. Would you rather fart every time you orgasm, or piss yourself every time you laughed?
This
Is
is
it
probably a
sm-
genuine concern for some people. Fart every time you orgasm or piss yourself.
I can't piss myself every time I laugh unless I walked around in an adult nappy.
Yeah.
Cover that.
Yeah.
You could adult nappy it, but then, dude, someone's going to find out about the adult nappy.
Yeah.
I think
fart
fart
when
with
you
the
orgasm.
because you could mask it. You could be like, whoa, and, whoa.
Spread your ass cheeks. So it just goes.
Yeah. Just gonna get a windy one.
Yeah. Just how come every time you come you spread your ass cheeks? You're just like you don't need to ask.
Every time you orgasm, a ghost seems to come into the room.
Yeah.
So we're both going with party orgasms. Any plans for a new merch line? Now, if it's CREWCast, yeah, I think we're gonna have some of the fun. Like,
We're gonna have to. Yeah.
we're gonna have to.
Some of the funny lines. That'd be a good question to ask at some point as well. Just like what kind of
Yeah, give us some. Hit us up. Let us know. What do you think would be good? Like we do, like what's
cheeky pop
A cheeky
thing.
pop,
yeah, that's definitely
I like a
something
cheeky
that's become
pop.
a thing.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Cheeky pop, but done in a really cool way.
Yeah.
So like it would say it, but you would have to read it to see it, and because it would be in a cool fashion that we'd do it in almost a cool looking logo, but then you'd read it and you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. We could just get some like standard like CREWCast stuff with the logo and maybe like mess around with it. Still make it look cool.
Yeah.
But just doesn't have to be a catchphrase or any kind of shit like that. Yeah. It's weird how stuff like that happens, isn't it? Like it's like the same with Friends, isn't it? You just slowly like develop these weird little in jokes.
Yeah.
And then it just become regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do it in some kind of rocky, distressed way. So it'd look cool. And then people would read it and be like, what the hell does that mean? And they'd be like, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'd be good. There's no way of making anything shit quality. Nothing's going on a Fruit of the Loom bog standard piece of shit.
Nah.
It's all getting custom done. And my clothing line, listen, I've honestly, I've been a bit lax with it. It's been my bad. Just been so much going on, so busy getting everything kind of redone and resorted, signing with new people, and I've got some new. I am signing with a supplement company coming in, so there's gonna be some. Cool,
When can you announce that?
I think I'm gonna try and do a giveaway for it as well, across the board. So I think I'll try and do a CREWCast one with that. It will become active 1st of September.
Oh,
Yeah. I actually finalised the contracts today. They've sent me the one to sign.
Yep.
So I can get you some shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm your hookup. Lex's accent reminds me of the guy from Short Circuit 2. I don't know, which one do you mean? Because the only guy I remember from Short Circuit 2 as well, it's very specific.
I've never heard of Short Circuit.
What? Johnny Five's still alive? Short Circuit? Oh my God. Would you know what we're watching after this with the pizza?
What is it?
Short Circuit.
What?
It's about a robot that's designed for the army that becomes sentient. Johnny Five is alive. What?
I don't think I've seen it.
It's incredible.
How old is it?
Oh, it's like E.T. era.
Oh, right, okay. No,
Wow. You're going to love it.
no, I've never heard of it.
There's a brilliant line in it where I won't ruin it, but like things go a little bit awry, and there's two guys alongside it. One of them's the computer analyst guy, and the other guy's part of the army's like weaponizing team. He was one of the men within the team that deals with the weaponizing, but then also realizes that the robot's sentient and is trying to kind of protect it from what he knows the guy's trying to get it.
Yeah.
And then the other guy's the guy who designed like the computer programs and things for it. And he's I think it's a guy playing an Indian guy who's not actually Indian, because in those times you could get away with that. And something happens, like Johnny Five buggers off someone, they're like, oh, he's going a bit mad, and they're like, what are you going to do now? And they're in this lorry, and he goes, I don't know about you, but I'm going to get out and run away. And ever since being a child, that line has just stuck with me. I thought it was fucking hilarious, because I just thought it's so funny that he just spoke out loud exactly what he was thinking. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to get out and run away. That's just a freaking killer. Short Circuit 2. And the guy from that, so I don't know. I hope that it's the guy that says, I don't know about you, but I'm going to, because that's the dude I remember. Great movie. If you haven't seen Short Circuit or Short Circuit 2, there's your weekend for you people. When it gets to that Friday night or whatever it is, and you think, what should I watch? Short freaking Circuit. You're welcome. Feel good, awesome-esque movie. What are we on? Oh, we got a while. 30 minutes. Here we go. That's Brett versus Godzilla. It says that. See, Brett's watched it. He's watched it so in-depthly that he's come up with the sequel.
All of them, yeah.
And actually, Short Circuit, one of the rare things where the sequel is pretty much as good as the original. Mm-hmm.
There's very few that are like that.
Yeah, because obviously in the first movies of anything, you're building up to the character. That's like half the freaking movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in the second one, you've already got all that premise. So they got some shit to fill.
Yeah.
That's why most of them suck.
Which is why things like that are arguably better, Terminator 2 and Aliens, the whole premise was changed. It was flipped on its head a little bit.
Yeah.
They weren't just trying to
You had
go
to
at
have
it
that new
again.
introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why those specifically work so well. And I think they're probably some of the ones that are considered to be better sequels.
Yeah, T2 is. I don't know if it's better, but it's definitely a different movie altogether.
Yeah. Yeah.
That changes the genre.
Same
It
with
changed the genre.
Aliens and Alien.
Yeah. They fucked up, though, with that one in the goddamn weaponless penitentiary with all the paedophiles and rapists and everything.
Yeah.
That was shit.
Alien. It's just
that was
Alien
the dog
3, isn't it?
alien, the dog hybrid.
Yeah. I like them all. That was probably the worst one, but I still...
Well, it pissed me because they killed off
Newt.
Yeah, just for no fucking reason. Just like, yeah, she's dead now.
Yeah.
What's we went through all that other movie,
I felt
and you
that.
just kill her off?
Yeah.
Come on, people.
Yeah, I felt that. She could have stayed in. I
In
wonder
the
if
comic
it was...
book, she doesn't die, does she? I think
No.
Newt lives on. Because doesn't she grow up and everything in the comics? I'm sure she does.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
I love the BCB food ideas.
Yeah.
So-
We once a week we post out some food stuff.
Cool.
We started it during lockdown just because we were thinking like more ways to try and help people, because we were
Yeah.
trying to do like home workout stuff, and we're like, give people some good food, because like that's something that they now people had more time during lockdown, especially try new meals, cook new different stuff. So yeah, and we've kind of carried it on.
They said, can I order one next time I come to eat while I train?
Unfortunately,
There's a new market for your little food thing. Do you know what? There's a gym. It's called it's SF training facility in Bristol, and I've been down there. It's a sick little gym. It's more of a
Stark Fitness.
Yeah, Stark Fitness. Yeah, but it's more of a PT gym where they come in and do specialized training for specialized purposes with you. So you got, if you're doing some specific sport, they dedicate a certain program to you. And there's actually not tons of like bodybuilding equipment or anything, not like, as in like machines. There's none of that.
Yeah,
it's all free weight stuff or very specialized movement based things. And they have, when you go in, this one little area where you can get like bagels and food and coffee, and there's a little just seating area around that. It's sick.
Yeah,
every time I go, I get something.
Nice.
And it's a great thing. You can and they have seats outside a little bit as well, so people just hang out.
Yeah,
and sit. I'm pretty sure you could do that at yours because the pub next door has seats outside.
Yeah,
so it's precedent. And imagine if you could get like just a cool like a sandwich, like a bloke sandwich, toasted and stuff. I could do really well.
We have had people mention it. It's just logistically pulling it off, I suppose, but I'm sure it would be possible.
Yeah, there's something to think of. World has turned like Mad Max. What's your outfit choice, and how are you kitting out, and how are you kitting your vehicle out? Well, I'm going with, and we're assuming the world's on its head, so shit's limited. So I'm going with motocross armor, under like leather. Everything's leather because just it's fucking rugged. Either leather or shit like these Carhartt pants, like the carpenter pants and all that stuff that's going to really be tough and hard to rip and shit.
Yeah, I'd go for my black ladder work trousers, the ones that everyone seemed to like.
Yeah, that's why I bought
all
these.
Pockets, you like plenty of places for multiple knives. Padding, all kinds of things.
Yep.
Just a lot of work gear is very hardy anyway. I don't know. I think like a leather jacket, definitely a motorbike leather jacket. So again, padding, bit of armor on there.
Motorbiking gloves. But the more summer-esque versions, so you're still nimble, but you got all that like Kevlar armor built into them, and the knuckle protection, so you're hitting people. They're basically like wearing a pair of dusters. So that's pretty good. You could maybe go BMX on those, or motocross gloves. Yeah. Because I don't know if motocross gloves have the knuckle armor, but BMX ones do, don't they? So that.
What vehicle would you, if you could only pick one vehicle to?
My outfit, I would go with a good pair of like these logger boot style things or something. Yeah. Good pair of solid workman boots that are comfortable. Yeah. Designed for long hiking miles, working on your feet all day. Yeah. Steel toes as well. 100% steel toes. Yeah, there's some good work boots protection out there. Kicking heads in. Yeah. Cool. 100%. And then vehicle. What vehicle how would you pick? Out? Well, do you go slow and heavily armoured, or do you go fast? See, I'd go for... You've got to go for something repairable. I'd go for... simple. Yeah, you see, because if you've got turbos and shit involved, they're blowing out, you're going fucking nowhere. You're getting... Because you got people... Remember, it's Mad Max world, so people are trying to steal your gasoline. They want the gasoline. Yeah. And they're trying to take you out. It's lawless. So you've got to be able to escape, because if they stop you, you're getting ragged out your car, chopped up, mauled. After being chopped up. Yeah. They're going to gum you. So, I don't know. What do we get to pick? Do we just get a choice? All right, let's just simplify it. If you don't have to, if you just could pick anything, and in theory you're a mechanic that can look after your vehicle. I'm going to go for a Toyota Hilux. I'm going for a Toyota Hilux, and I'm armoring it up as much as I am capable of doing with a welding torch and sheet metal and shit. Yeah. I think pickup truck or something like that. I'd probably go for a Defender, Land Rover Defender. Ooh. I think because there's do I? What about your gearbox issues? You've got your axle issues at this time. Suspensions are constantly going on those fuckers. Unless you get the one that's already had all of that. Yeah, everything's uprated, swapped and done. Then I'm just going stupid. I could keep pushing this. No, I think you got to go standard. That you're okay. If we're going box standard, then it'd be too tempting to get. If you've got answers for this at home as well, comment section of the YouTube channel, please. This would be hilarious.
I
to see
fucking
everyone's
love my
choices.
Mercedes Sprinter, long wheelbase Sprinter. Not
Going
necessarily.
Sprinter.
It's not necessarily the most practical in
What if
terms
I
of.
ram you off the road? How you dealing with that?
Good luck ramming me off the road.
Getting rammed.
Yeah.
You're loading it up because if you're not loaded up, you are
Yeah.
you're lightweight, bro.
Oh yeah, I know. There'd be a purpose because I'd have a fucking house in the back, basically.
You'd be living in it.
There'd be plenty of storage, yeah.
Okay.
Because I always thought if there was a zombie outbreak, obviously these are the things you think when you're on the road. I'd be like, I'll just get in.
Come back to a zombie outbreak.
I'll just get in the back of my van because like I'm literally in a steel box. Like nothing's getting through that. It like obviously a person could with a grinder.
Yeah.
But
no
zombie
zombies
outbreak.
gonna bang against
Yeah,
it.
you sorted.
So I've got a Hilux and a van. Between us, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
We're covered in leather and armour, and we've got a van and a Hilux.
Yeah, and like sprinters are pretty quick.
If you think you can take us on, good luck. Come
Yeah.
at us.
Yeah, I could put that sprinter sideways around an island as well.
There's no choice of weapons, so we're not going to go into weapons because it's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
we don't
in
say.
the UK it's short anyway.
If you had to have one body part turn into that of an animal, what part would it be? No horse dong though.
Damn it! How did you know?
One part turn into an animal.
Okay, and I'm assuming we're not
Into
going
that, so it turns one part turn into that of an animal. So you don't get like a squirrel arm. It's got a part of an animal, and you're swapping it out. And it can't be your dick.
I'm
It can't be a
assuming
horse dick. I guess you could go turtle dick if you wanted, but I don't know what the point would be.
little dick. So I'm assuming you're not going to be judged as a freak by everybody if this is just a thing.
No, yeah, you get to choose it.
Realistically, I think having a monkey tail.
Oh yeah, I was going ape arm.
I would go monkey tail because then you've got an extra appendage.
Oh, clever.
Because it's basically
But
just the
does
basic
the rest
spine.
of your body work on that balance?
Either way, you
Hang
can
on,
just
which
like
monkey are you going for? What monkey? Like a spider monkey?
What's the ones that can hold on like by their
It's a
tail?
spider monkey, isn't it? I think.
I don't know, but yeah,
They
that'd
don't
be
all have them, no.
No.
Chimps and that don't have them.
no. Yeah, I'd go for a monkey tail. Like I
Monkey
don't know,
tail.
whatever the one is that can hold on literally by just its tail. So then you can be passing shit to yourself. You've got an extra pair of hands, but without a hand on the end of it. Be really useful. Grabbing stuff, scratching your back.
That would be cool. Just be able to hold something behind you, like
Yeah.
with a tail. Yeah.
How useful would that be?
So you've gone that. I've already committed. I went to the ape arm because it's super strong and gonna be able to swing on stuff.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
What's the first major news event you remember as a child? Oh. Jeez, I don't remember the major news event from last week.
Remember 9/11?
I remember that, but we weren't really children.
I was at school.
Yeah, but a child, I think that means like pre-10 years old.
Wow.
News event as a child. Oh, I remember the Happy Eater slide in Burnley, which was a giant bear with a slide that came out of his tummy, got blown onto the roundabout by a freak storm.
What?
That's jumped straight to my mind.
Right. I suppose I remember seeing lots of stuff about the Millennium Dome, and I was like, because I was 8.
What, that it was crap?
This was like in the build up to it, and yeah, I remember hearing a lot about that as a kid and being fascinated with it. Really wanted to go.
Right. There we go. How's Mr. Lewis finding this week, and did following some of his own advice help? Well, we've covered that, so
Yeah.
that's all good. What adverts from your childhood do you remember the most? That's a good one.
Belly's gonna get you.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that whole giant running belly.
Adverts. I always remember that one with the little girls going, "Daddy or chips." Daddy or chips.
That was McCain's oven chips.
Yeah, Daddy or chips.
Daddy
that
or
was
chips.
a good one.
Yeah. What was another one?
I know one. It was Umbongo,
Oh, yeah.
Congo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super racist.
The golden nuggets ones. I remember the golden nugget.
With what, for the cereal?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the gold miner and the donkey.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of those.
Yeah, that's a good ones.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of Biker Mice from Mars the other day.
I've not seen that.
What?
I've heard of it. I've not seen it.
What did you watch before you went to school, man?
SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's true. How long we got? Oh, quick Fire Blaster. Let's just pick one at random. Would you rather your knees or elbows bent? Would you rather your knees or your elbows bent the other way?
Elbows. Yeah, elbows.
Okay. We've got 30 seconds to say thank you all for listening once again. Remember, competition, Pirates Grog, Monday. When you listen to this, it'll be up on my Instagram. It'll be up on Pirates Grog Instagram. Follow the instructions. Remember, you can opt to have some extra additions there by following BCB, subscribing to the YouTube channel. We will be checking when you're subscribed, but you do also need to be definitely following myself and Pirates Grog along with this, and you need to have commented on the Instagram posts that are up there and follow the instructions. Make your own energy. Have a great week. Thank you all for tuning in.
Toodle pip.
Toodle pip.